General Hospital spoilers reveal Kirsten Storms has just made a major General Hospital revelation, and it's sending shockwaves through the fandom. The latest updates suggest that Maxie's storyline is undergoing a drastic transformation, one that not only redefines her character but also highlights an unexpected shift behind the scenes. It appears that Kirsten herself is playing a larger role in shaping Maxie's future, and as the plot thickens, it's becoming increasingly clear that she has taken control in ways no one saw coming. For months, fans have speculated that Maxie's development had taken an unusual turn. Her once vibrant personality seemed stifled, her wardrobe uninspired, and her storylines lacking the depth and charisma that made her one of Port Charles's most beloved characters. But now, everything is changing. Maxie is stepping back into the spotlight, reclaiming her signature style and attitude, and it's not just a coincidence. It's a calculated shift, one that Kirsten Storms is allegedly influencing in a big way. The growing theory that Kirsten has asserted some creative control over Maxie's arc is becoming harder to ignore. Whether it's her influence on wardrobe, her insistence on bringing back Maxie's iconic presence, or even her input on how the character should evolve, one thing is certain: this is a Maxie renaissance, and fans are here for it. No longer is she stuck in the background, lost in storylines that do little justice to her legacy. Instead, Maxie is being given a new lease on life, with more confidence, more presence, and a renewed sense of purpose. But the bigger question is, how far will this go? If Kirsten is indeed steering Maxie's storyline in a new direction, does this mean we're in for a major shakeup? Could Maxie be at the center of one of the biggest twists GH has delivered in years? The buzz surrounding this transformation is only growing stronger, and speculation is running wild. Some believe that Maxie is about to take on a more dominant role in Port Charles, while others think a long-buried secret from her past is about to resurface. Either way, something is brewing, and Kirsten Storms appears to be at the heart of it. The revelation that Kirsten may have more influence over Maxie's direction than previously thought is setting the stage for what could be one of GH's most unexpected and exciting turns. The more the pieces fall into place, the clearer it becomes: this isn't just a character revival. It's a movement. As General Hospital continues to unfold, fans will be watching closely to see just how far this new Maxie story goes. One thing is for sure: Kirsten Storms isn't just playing Maxie Jones, she's shaping her future, and Port Charles may never be the same again. Maxie is facing new tensions with Spinelli, and this time, the stakes are higher than ever. What was once a relationship built on deep trust and understanding is now unraveling under the weight of secrets, suspicions, and an investigation that could change everything. Their once unbreakable bond is now being tested in ways neither of them ever expected, and as the walls close in, Maxie finds herself caught in a storm of emotions, doubts, and a desperate need for answers. Something is off, and Maxie can feel it. Spinelli, always the quirky but reliable genius, has been acting strangely, holding back, keeping things from her, and avoiding certain questions. At first, she chalks it up to stress, maybe even personal struggles he isn't ready to share. But the more she digs, the more she realizes that there's something much bigger at play. The deeper she looks, the clearer it becomes: Spinelli is involved in something dangerous, something that could put not just him, but everyone around them, in jeopardy. The tension between them is growing by the day. Maxie isn't just worried, she's furious. She has been through enough deception, enough heartbreak, and she refuses to be blindsided again. She demands the truth, but Spinelli is holding firm, unwilling, or unable, to give her the answers she needs. But Maxie isn't the type to back down, and the more Spinelli tries to protect her, the more determined she becomes to uncover whatever it is he's hiding. What she doesn't realize is that by pushing too hard, she may be putting herself in even greater danger. The forces that Spinelli is tangled up with aren't just small-time trouble, they are powerful, ruthless, and more than willing to take drastic measures to keep their secrets buried. Maxie's relentless search for the truth is putting a target on her back, and she doesn't even know it yet. As the investigation unfolds, so does an unexpected power shift. Maxie is no longer just trying to uncover Spinelli's secrets, she's starting to take control. The Maxie of the past might have let emotions cloud her judgment, but this time, she is thinking clearly, strategically. If Spinelli won't give her the truth willingly, she will find another way to get it. And if that means going behind his back, making risky moves, and challenging the people who think they can manipulate her, then so be it. But what Maxie doesn't yet understand is that Spinelli's deception may not be about betrayal, it may be about protection. The very thing she sees as a lie might actually be his way of keeping her safe. If she keeps pushing, if she keeps forcing the truth out, she may find herself walking straight into the kind of danger that even Spinelli can't pull her out of. The battle between them is no longer just personal, it's becoming a war of trust, control, and survival. Every move they make from this point on has consequences, and neither of them knows just how far this will go. Will they find their way back to each other, or is this the final breaking point for Maxie and Spinelli? One thing is certain. General Hospital is about to witness a storm that will leave no one untouched. Maxie is done being a victim of circumstances. This time, she's the one calling the shots. But in a world where power comes at a cost, she may not be ready for what happens next. Maxie is stepping up to handle the growing chaos surrounding Sasha, and this time, she refuses to let anyone else dictate how things unfold. With everything Sasha has been through, Maxie knows she can't just stand by and watch, she needs to take action. But the situation is becoming increasingly complicated, and the stakes are higher than ever. Sasha's pregnancy has thrown everything into a whirlwind, and now, with Cody and Jason both involved in trying to control the situation, Maxie realizes she must act fast before things spiral completely out of control. Sasha has been through more trauma than most, and just as she seemed to be finding stability, the news of her pregnancy has turned her life upside down again. But this isn't just about Sasha's personal struggles, there are powerful forces circling around her, each with their own agenda. Cody, fiercely protective, wants to ensure Sasha isn't manipulated or put in danger. Jason, ever the strategist, is watching the situation unfold with his own concerns about who is involved and what this means for everyone connected. But while their intentions might be good, their actions are leading to something far more dangerous, a power struggle over Sasha's future, one that Maxie refuses to let escalate. Maxie has always been someone who takes care of those she loves, but this time, she knows she's stepping into a battlefield. She sees what's happening. Cody and Jason, despite their good intentions, are making decisions on Sasha's behalf, keeping secrets, and possibly putting her in more danger than she already was. Maxie won't allow Sasha to be treated like a pawn in someone else's game. She's seen it happen before, and she knows that if she doesn't intervene now, Sasha could lose more than just control over her own life, she could lose everything. But stepping in comes with its own risks. The deeper Maxie gets involved, the more she realizes just how tangled this situation really is. There are outside forces at play, people who don't want Sasha to have control over her own future, and the more Maxie tries to protect her, the more danger she puts herself in. The question now isn't just about Sasha's pregnancy, it's about who truly has power over her life and whether Maxie can break that cycle before it's too late. With tensions escalating, Maxie finds herself at odds with both Cody and Jason, each of whom believes they know what's best. But she isn't afraid to push back. She will fight for Sasha's right to make her own decisions, even if it means standing against some of the most powerful figures in Port Charles. She has been underestimated before, but not this time. However, what Maxie doesn't yet realize is that the more she digs, the closer she gets to uncovering something far more sinister. There are secrets surrounding Sasha's pregnancy, things that have been hidden from her, and when Maxie finally pieces together the truth, it could lead to a disaster no one saw coming. This isn't just about protecting Sasha, it's about dismantling the control others have over her, about ensuring she gets the chance to live life on her own terms. But in a city like Port Charles, power never shifts without consequences. Maxie is about to face one of her biggest battles yet, and the fallout could change everything. One thing is certain, Sasha is no longer fighting this war alone. Maxie is ready to do whatever it takes to protect her friend, but as the storm brews around them, the real question is, will it be enough? Or is a new disaster already on the horizon, waiting to strike? Kirsten Storms has revealed that her health is no longer stable, and with that revelation comes the devastating confirmation that she will soon be leaving General Hospital. While fans have long speculated about the direction of Maxie's storyline, it now appears that the show is setting up a dramatic and possibly tragic exit for one of Port Charles's most beloved characters. And if the latest rumors hold any truth, Maxie's final chapter may not only be heartbreaking but also one of the most shocking departures the show has ever seen. Maxie has always been a survivor. She has fought through heartbreak, deception, and danger, always managing to come out stronger. But this time, her bravery may cost her everything. As she finds herself entangled in the increasingly dangerous situation surrounding Sasha, Maxie is unknowingly stepping into a war zone where the stakes are higher than ever before. The presence of Sidwell, a ruthless figure with hidden motives, is quickly turning Sasha's life into a ticking time bomb. And Maxie, refusing to let her friend be swallowed by forces beyond her control, is ready to go to extreme lengths to protect her. But just how deep does this danger run? Sidwell is not just another enemy, he is a mastermind, someone who operates in the shadows, pulling strings that even the most powerful people in Port Charles don't see until it's too late. While Cody and Jason have been strategizing their own ways of keeping Sasha safe, Maxie takes a more direct approach. She won't stand by and wait for things to unfold, she will take matters into her own hands. That decision, however, may be the most dangerous one she has ever made. Maxie's involvement is not only putting herself in harm's way, it is forcing her into a confrontation that she may not be able to escape from. As she pushes deeper into the mystery surrounding Sasha's pregnancy and the power play between Cody, Jason, and Sidwell, she unknowingly places herself directly in the line of fire. The tension continues to build, and soon, the moment of reckoning arrives, one that will change the course of everything. The final showdown is set in motion when Maxie finally uncovers the truth. Perhaps she learns something about Sidwell's real agenda, something even Jason and Cody weren't prepared for. Or maybe she steps into a moment of violence she wasn't meant to witness, leaving her with no way out. Whatever the case, the outcome is grim. Maxie finds herself face to face with Sidwell, and in a split-second decision, she puts Sasha's safety before her own. And then, tragedy strikes. Whether it's a calculated attack or an act of desperation, Maxie becomes the victim of Sidwell's wrath. In a chilling and heartbreaking moment, she is left fighting for her life, her strength slipping away as the reality of what just happened sets in. The aftermath is immediate. Sasha is left in shock, devastated that Maxie sacrificed herself in a moment meant to protect her. Cody, Jason, and Spinelli rush to the scene, each one grappling with the fact that Maxie's final act was one of selflessness, one that might cost her everything. But is this truly the end for Maxie Jones? If this is how General Hospital chooses to write out Kirsten's storms, it will be a departure that shakes Port Charles to its core. Felicia and Mac will be inconsolable, left to grieve a daughter who has already survived so much. Spinelli will be shattered, tormented by the loss of the woman he has always loved in some way. And Sasha, now forced to live with the knowledge that Maxie's final moments were spent protecting her, may never recover from the guilt. Or could there be another twist? Could Maxie survive against all odds? Could she be presumed dead, only to return at a later time when the danger has passed? With Port Charles's history of miraculous survivals and shocking returns, nothing is ever set in stone. But for now, it seems that Maxie's fate is uncertain, and the possibility of a heartbreaking goodbye looms closer than ever. As Kirsten Storms prepares to exit General Hospital, one thing is certain, the show is ensuring that Maxie's final storyline is unforgettable. Whether it ends in tragedy, survival, or a shocking twist that no one sees coming, this will be one of the most talked about moments in GH history. And for the fans who have loved Maxie for years, the countdown to her final moments is already filled with both anticipation and dread. No matter what happens, Port Charles will never be the same again. Spinelli will be utterly devastated by Maxie's death, and his grief will consume him in ways no one has ever seen before. He has always been the person who understood her, who loved her through every version of herself, and who believed that, no matter what life threw at them, Maxie would always find a way to survive. But this time, she didn't. This time, she made the ultimate sacrifice, and now, Spinelli is left shattered, drowning in the unbearable weight of his loss. This isn't just about grief, it's about an obsession, a torment that will haunt him day and night. Spinelli isn't the type to lash out in rage, but his pain will manifest in a different way. He will replay the moment of her death over and over in his mind, wondering if there was something, anything, he could have done differently. Did he fail her? Was there a way to save her? The questions will plague him, and soon, the sadness will turn into something much darker, a relentless mission for justice, for revenge, for something to ease the unbearable ache in his heart. But while Spinelli is lost in his pain, the ones left behind are facing an even greater challenge, Maxie's children. James, Georgie, and Bailey are now growing up without their mother, and the weight of that reality is heavy. How do they move forward without her? Who will step in to guide them, to comfort them, to remind them of the woman who loved them more than anything? James, still young but old enough to feel the absence, will struggle with anger and confusion. Why did his mother have to die? Why did she have to be the one to sacrifice herself? Georgie, who idolized Maxie, will feel the pain even deeper, knowing that her mother won't be there for the milestones, for the moments that should have been theirs to share. And Bailey, too young to even remember Maxie in the way the others will have to rely on the stories and memories passed down by those who loved her mother. The question of their future becomes a pressing issue. Who will raise them now? Felicia and Mac will fight to keep them close, to ensure that they are surrounded by love and support. But Spinelli, despite his heartbreak, may also feel a responsibility to be there for them in ways he never expected. He was always a part of Georgie's life, and now, in the wake of Maxie's death, he may find himself stepping into a role he never imagined, one where he must keep Maxie's spirit alive through her children. But the road ahead won't be easy. James and Georgie may struggle with trust, afraid to get too close to anyone, fearing that love only leads to loss. And Spinelli, so broken by what happened, may question whether he is strong enough to be the kind of figure they need. The grief isn't just affecting him, it's reshaping the entire future of Maxie's family. Then there's the unresolved matter of what truly happened to Maxie. Spinelli won't be able to let it go. Was it really just an accident? Was it truly unavoidable? Or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? If Sidwell was involved, if there was more to her death than what everyone believes, then Spinelli won't stop until he finds out the truth. And when he does, there will be hell to pay. Maxie's death is more than just a tragedy, it's a turning point for everyone she left behind. Her children, now forced to navigate a world without her, will be forever changed. Spinelli, unable to escape the shadow of his grief, will be consumed by it, driven to uncover the truth, to seek justice, to make sure that her sacrifice wasn't in vain. And the most haunting part of it all? The thought that, if things had gone just a little differently, she might still be here. That the future she dreamed of, the life she was building, could have continued. But now, it's gone, and the only thing left is the pain of what could have been. Port Charles will never be the same. And for those who loved Maxie, neither will they.